Like 3 times this year.
I'm 62 and I'm fine so far.
And when I tried cold turkey, I just gained a lot of weight and was nasty to everybody.
Well, now there may be a small ray of hope for people who refuse to kick the habit. A new study in the Journal of the American Medical Association finds smokers can reduce their risk of lung cancer simply by reducing the number of times they light up. Researchers found that smokers who cut their number of cigarettes in half also cut their risk of lung cancer by 25%. For smokers, this would appear to be good news.
It makes sense.
Sooner or later, I got to cut down, you know.
I would definitely cut down if I was told I didn't have to quit forever. Yeah, I would do that.
But don't get too excited. Doctors say even when you cut down, the risk of lung cancer is still dramatically higher when compared to a non-smoker. And fewer cigarettes offers no protection against heart disease.
Reducing smoking is nice. It reduces your rate somewhat. But you have to quit smoking to really eliminate your risk of lung cancer and heart disease to that of the general population.
While the new study's interesting, it only leads to the same old conclusion. In the end, there's no such thing as a safe cigarette. Dr. David Marks, CBS News.
A Denver, Colorado college student has become one of the many people who donate their hair to cancer patients who've lost theirs because of chemotherapy. 20-year-old Olin Davis walked into a hair salon with a very full head of hair and within minutes shed 18 inches. The hair will be donated to the Locks of Love program to help children who've lost their hair due to cancer treatment and other diseases. Iowa Governor Tom Vilsack is hoping to help young people by issuing a challenge. Tuesday, Vilsack started his 6th annual walk across the state of Iowa, telling high school students in Lamont and Aurora that growing up in challenging times presents great opportunities for them if they're willing to challenge themselves. Vilsack's personal challenge of walking across the state lasts 4 days, ending Friday. A growing number of communities around the country are taking steps to stop people from owning dangerous dogs, like the pit bull who jumped a fence and nearly killed a 2-year-old boy playing in his own backyard. Debbie Turner has that story.
Does it hurt a lot?
2-year-old Brent Stouffer is getting his stitches out. The physical wounds inflicted by a pit bull are healing, but his emotional wounds are still raw.
Yeah, it'll go in a second, okay?
He has nightmares. His mom, Kim, is exhausted and upset.
We shouldn't have to fear riding a bike down the street or just having our kids play outside.
Neighborhood dogs and family pets account for 80% of the attacks against kids. 8-year-old Annette Rojas barely escaped death from the jaws of the dog next door. 6-year-old Tyler Babcott died after a pack of pit bulls broke his neck.
I can only imagine the suffering my son did.
12-year-old Nicholas Fabius was mauled to death after being left home alone with his family's pit bulls.
Because of these horrifying stories, Cincinnati, Miami, and Denver have outright banned pit bulls. And the state of California now has legislation in the works that would limit the breeding of potentially vicious dogs.
This is about trying to reduce the aggressiveness that appears to be prevalent in certain breeds.
Senator Jackie Speer wants to restrict pit bull breeding to licensed professionals.
It's modest, and it is not, underscore not, a ban on any specific breed.
But angry dog owners hope the governor does not sign the bill into law.
To take these people, hard-working people's dogs away from them, man. It's not right, and you folks know it ain't right.
Because of attacks like this, insurance companies are taking aim against pit bulls, too. Many insurers will no longer grant policies to homeowners with potentially vicious pets.
About 1/4 of all homeowners insurance liability claims are dog bite related.
In spite of the actions of legislators and insurers, pit bulls have their supporters. This group of pit bull owners call themselves bad rap.
You give a bad dog to an irresponsible owner, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Are pit bulls for everybody?
No.
Who's the right?
But these moms insist they trust their dogs, even with their own children.
He's actually very tolerant. Toddlers will smack him in the head, and he just comes back and gives them more kisses.
He's fabulous with the kids. They love him. All 3 of my pit bulls, great.
This doesn't surprise behaviorist Craig Norman.
On the scale of 1 to 10, 1 being nice, 10 being naughty, where do the pit bulls generally fall?
Around 4, 3 to 4. I'm really surprised by the number of really nice pits that I run into this shelter.
Pit bulls can be nice, but more than other breeds, they must be trained because of their unique physical structure.
And you can even feel the muscle in here. And I mean, they're just a big, powerful dog when it comes down to it.
And when he clamps down on something
Yeah.
or someone, any chance of getting him off?
Very slim. I mean, if he's very motivated, I think you would have to be willing to fight to the death with this dog.
But most kids couldn't win that fight, say the advocates for pit bull restrictions. Little Brent Stouffer was fortunate his mom was there to save him.
I'm Debbie Turner for CBS News.
Here's a look at the forecast for this Wednesday. The latest satellite picture shows one long line of clouds extending from the northern plains to the southern Rockies, producing showers and thunderstorms. Skies are crystal clear along the Pacific coastline, across the Midwest and much of the East. Later today, the coolest air of the season will sweep across the upper Midwest and Great Plains, following a line of strong thunderstorms. It'll be a gorgeous day from the Ohio Valley to the eastern seaboard, but another very hot day along the storm-battered Gulf Coast region. Here's something you probably don't think about until you really need to: public toilets. Well, they're on the minds of many right now at the International World Toilet Summit in Belfast. Some critics say the state of the UK's public toilets are a source of national shame because they're neglected, dirty, unsafe, and dwindling in numbers. Officials at the World Toilet Summit are hoping all world leaders will take notice and clean house, so to speak.
Carpet Carl with wrestling great Rowdy Piper testing the durability of our carpets. Mr. Piper. Hate that Roddy guy. And Marion's Carpet. Cell 503 Carpets.
Sleep Systems Plus is your headquarters for adjustable or conventional beds and mobility devices. We're proud of what our customers say about our service.
I like the professionalism of the salespeople here. I have a pillow mattress, and it's sometimes hard to get out of bed in the morning.
People are friendly, they're not pushy.
Everyone here who works here has been so helpful, helping me find the bed that fit my needs.
Sleep Systems Plus, all the comfort you deserve. It's what dreams are made of. In Vancouver off I-205 at the Mill Plain exit.
If you feel trapped in a house you can't sell, escape today with WeBuyHomes.com. Kiss the nightmare goodbye and cash in right now. We pay you cash for that one-time good investment turned money pit. Ditch that problem property and get on with your life. Call or click 800-WeBuyHomes or WeBuyHomes.com.
What do you think of when you see a Shriner? Their unique red hats? Their colorful parades? What about helping kids?
I think a lot of people think the Shriner guys have circuses and drive around in go-karts or whatever, but I don't think the nation quite gets it. You get it when you come here, though.
Shriners Hospitals provide children with some of the world's best orthopedic, burn, and spinal cord injury medical care, and they combine that care with progressive teaching and world-class research programs. Could it get any better? Actually, it does, because the Shriners provide their expert medical care to children totally without charge. There's a Shriners Hospital helping kids from this area. Sure, the Shriners have a lot of fun, but helping kids is a part of that fun. If you know a child that they could help, call this number. Shriners, having fun and helping kids, right here in the Portland area.
A new and dangerous flu virus has been reported in at least 9 states so far, not in humans, but animals, especially dogs, and it can be fatal. Mika Brzezinski has more on the so-called dog flu and why federal officials are keeping an eye on it.
Hi, Wilson. Wilson is outgoing, to say the least.
Oh, yes.
And according to owner Victor Weil, has no problem with his appetite.
Good catch.
So when this 6-year-old basset hound stopped eating, it was just the beginning. How'd you notice it?
Shallow breathing and this constant cough, and he wouldn't move. He would just put his head on his paws.
Wilson, it turns out, had contracted a highly contagious and sometimes deadly canine flu that is spreading across the country.
Wilson could have died.
We could lose a lot of dogs if it gets out of hand.
Wilson's doctor, veterinarian Glenn Zeitz, says he's treated dozens of dogs suffering from this new virus. Symptoms are often mistaken for kennel cough, a common canine illness.
The difference is these dogs were much, much sicker. Many of them were going on to pneumonia with very high white blood cell count.
Researchers say 80% of dogs exposed to the virus will get sick, and up to 10% of those will die. Dr. Zeitz lost 2 dogs.
This is new, and we do not know a lot about this.
What researchers do know is that this is the first time this flu, which originated in horses, has jumped the species barrier into dogs. It was first detected at a Florida racetrack, and several greyhounds died from it. Since then, it has shown up in dogs in 8 other states. And though the CDC says there is probably no risk of it infecting humans, they are tracking it closely. How severe can this be?
We could have a whole new round of dogs coming in coughing, pneumonia, and some of these dogs are going to die.
Victor Weil considers himself lucky that Wilson was diagnosed early and treated aggressively with antibiotics. Are you better? For now, scientists say any dogs showing symptoms should be isolated and taken to the vet right away.
I'm glad you're feeling better, buddy.
Mika Brzezinski, CBS News, Ossining, New York.
And we thank you for joining us this half hour. This is CBS News Up to the Minute.
For news 24 hours a day, log on to cbsnews.com. They drive fast and furious, swerving to avoid disaster. Would you believe this is a driving school? It is.
Bug control.
It's driver's ed like you've never seen before. We'll take you for a spin tonight on the CBS Evening News with Bob Sheever. Experience you can trust.
You're watching KOIN News 6. News that's to the point.
You get an F- in my book.
Now on CBS News Up to the Minute.
And so I guess you want me to be the superhero.
Playing the blame game, former FEMA Director Michael Brown offers up everyone else but himself for what went wrong with the government's response to Katrina. While some victims of Hurricane Rita say the government is bungling relief efforts for them.